Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. Thanks to my entire technical crew, Sonny Hersh. Watch us on the web, www.ntnm.org, where our shows are available on YouTube, and there's a direct link to YouTube where over 25,000 shows have been watched. And community policing, forget the blogs, forget the message boards. I guess if you want to play with them, play with them. But you're not telling the police anything. They're not finding stuff. You need to talk to police directly if you've got a problem. If you want the police to eliminate a problem that's in your area, talking face-to-face is the best way to do it. We also want to congratulate now Deputy Area Chief Bruce Rotner and the new commander in the 24th District, Commander Kalouris. We congratulate you on your new positions. It is a pleasure and privilege to have one of our favorite guests who's been on many times in the past, the Rabbi Chaplain of the Midwest Hospice and Palliative Care Center, Rabbi Pinchas Eisenbach. Rabbi Eisenbach, how are you?
Thank you.
And of course, you guys have the only Jewish hospice that's period anywhere near here.
Correct.
So tell us what you always have some interesting stories. By now, hopefully, many of our listeners are a little bit familiar. Hospice obviously is when somebody's in near the end of their life and needs to be comforted. What kind of services do you provide for them?
Oh, we provide comfort care for services for all denominations, and especially now the outreach to see Russian patients, whether they're Jewish or not, because some of them, because of their culture, they're afraid to talk to doctors. So we have Russian-speaking people that they should be, because of their culture, they should be comfortable that they can utilize us and we will help them, regardless of their religion, if they're religious or not. And we are listening to them and not telling them what to do in order that they should feel that they can always come to us and the door is open.
How many people, I mean, obviously it varies, but how many people does the center hold?
Whatever they can have. They can hold 300-400, whatever they need.
Wow. That's a lot of people. So it's a fairly large place.
Yeah, but it's not in one place. It's in nursing homes, inpatient unit next to Ashnar Shore, and also the hospitals, and in different variety of settings too.
So basically, but do you have a physical? Is there a physical building also? Or?
Yes, there's a physical building in Glenview, okay, where it's mainly the offices, and where the doctors and chaplains and nurses and all of us come together for an interdisciplinary team where we can talk and discuss the patients.
Right, and before I forget too, you guys are going to probably be at the Jewish festival this year, yes. I would assume. So we'll get you interviewed over there also.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's I believe that's June 15th this year is when they're having it.
Correct.
So, in any event, so what's news along the front?
Oh, I had a very interesting case last week where I was surprised myself. I had a rabbi from out of town who, his mother was in hospice, and all of a sudden he became real religious, and his mother unfortunately was dying, and he told the nurses not to touch his mother because there's a Jewish law called Golses that if someone dies between 72 hours, you shouldn't move them from one place to another.
She passed away, or she was still alive? But
she was still alive, but
you were talking about it was pretty near the end. I mean,
very near the end. So the nurses, they never heard such a word, and they're unfamiliar with it. So they called me, would you please come, see what you can do for that rabbi? I said, of course. I came in the room, and I told him if he minds that we can go to another room, because it's important that a patient, a loved one, does not hear what's going on, because a person can hear to the last minute. So be very cautious and respect the patient's wishes, that they're always comfortable, and not to talk about him. So we went to another room, and he told me that he learned that in the Shulchan Aruch, in the Jewish law, you're not allowed to move back and forth, and about the chopper to make noise, that a patient should not be discomfortable. And that's his interpretation. I told him, I want to tell you that this interpretation has a different viewpoint, because in our Jewish law we have 4 codes of laws, 4 books of law, but there's a 5th one, which is called common sense. The unwritten law, which states that we don't reinterpret, we interpret the law for the comfort of the patient, which means if it means changing the diaper, giving the patient oxygen, antibiotics, or fluid, or whatever it's necessary that the patient should be comfortable. He shook his head. He said, "Oy vey, you're right, you know." I never even understood. Now I understand my learning, what I learned 30 years ago in the yeshiva, in the school. So why is it important? The nurses learn that to respect, the wishes, doesn't matter whether they're Jewish, because if the Muslims or Imams, everyone has different cultures, or the Russians, that we have to adhere and to listen and provide the culture, religious of every religion. And this helped him. And even the rabbi said, I really appreciate that you were able to help me to think things over. Because I did not tell him what to do. I just explained them that I don't reinterpret. I just wanted to know if he understood that we are talking apples and apples, not apples and oranges. Yeah. And this was really helpful. Then he said, well, I'll tell you, when I go back to New York, I will re-educate my people too, because I can believe that I was thinking in that perspective, in that way,
That's, it shows, no question, that's very interesting. So.
And he's already educated, and believe me, he had a PhD, he was very educated in his field and professional, and he himself was smiling that, look, when it comes,
well, these are very deep subjects. It's very easy to misinterpret something if they're not 100% familiar.
Of course, but I helped him, and I wanted to make sure that he's also comfortable, and he went out very happy and satisfied that when he was able to vent out and talk it over, that I'm not telling him what to do, that he should understand the Jewish law, that I did not reinterpret, but I interpreted as the situation, and each case is different, so he really appreciated it.
I think that's absolutely terrific. So if people want to contact the Midwest Hospice and Palliative Care Center, the Midwest, I got it right.
Right, correct.
Okay. How do they contact you guys?
847-467-7423, or they can contact us at www.carecenter.org.
www.carecenter.org. It has been a pleasure and privilege to have Rabbi Pinchas Eisenbach, by far the leading Jewish hospice chaplain in the area. As a matter of fact, he stands so far above everybody else, you'd think he's 9 feet tall. And I want to thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you.
I want to thank my entire technical crew, Sonny Hersh, and I want to hope you'll join us every single week on CAN TV 19 in Chicago, ECMC in Evanston, and 3035 North and Northwest stations throughout the North and Northwest suburbs. I didn't say that right. And if you miss a show, go to our website at ntnm.org, and you'll be able to watch all the shows. You can watch shows from a year ago. You can even watch the Deep Tunnel Show, which is one of the great shows in the history of shows. I mean, there's a ton of stuff over there. So go to ntnm.org, check it out. And if you go to YouTube and you sign up as a subscriber to Sunny HTV, which stands for Sonny Hersh, of course, our entire technical crew, you'll get the regular notifications when new shows come out. Don't forget KEPS24.org. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Edmund. Hi, Jamie. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.